Welcome back to my channel. So during this video I am going to be creating an eyeshadow look using the Juvias Place, the Nubian Glow Eyeshadow Palette, and I like this color scheme. I love yellows, blues, and greens for some reason. I love them, and maroons, pretty much every color, right? But I have been loving them lately. But I am going to use this palette today. Don't know what I'm going to come up with, but I am going to go in with my Juvias Place, my Duo bronzing palette in medium, to use it as a transition shade because there is not a taupey shade that I would like to use in this palette. Now when I primed my eyes this morning, I did prime it with a very thin layer of concealer, not like the real opaqueness that I normally use, only because the tones in this color, and I don't want to have to keep just trying to build on a deeper base or a thicker base, if that makes sense. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my Juvias Place bronzing palette, and I'm gonna use this Wet n Wild. Is it Wet n Wild? Yes, Wet n Wild large fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna mix both of the shades, and I'm just gonna pack it right under this brow bone area. And I'm not gonna go directly in the crease just yet with the shade. I just want to make sure this area has a little wash of color to it before I start putting the gold yellowish shades in the crease and on the lid, because I think this is going to help it to blend really well. So I'm going to take a little bit more and just pat. And you can see it's really nicely placing in that area. And apply a little bit more. And I'm actually going right under that eyebrow to add it and set the concealer a little bit more in that area. Okay, so I think that is perfect. Add a little bit more, then we can blend it. Same thing here. Just patting, packing and patting. And I like this brush too because I love my BH Cosmetics. I think that thing was kind of like stripping on me, shedding. I don't have it for so long. And I'm just blending it right where we placed it at. And this is a perfect shade. I like it. Y'all know I get so excited when I do my makeup in the morning because I just love this me time. Because after working a 9 to 5, 8 to 5, not 9 to 5, 8 to 5, I am exhausted, and all I want to do is chill and relax. So I do a lot of my filming in the mornings because I'm refreshed, I'm ready to roll, I have energy, and I can do my best performance before I go to work. Because if I work from 8 to 5, getting home around 5:30 and trying to film, I will be super exhausted, so exhausted. So now let's go with the palette. I am going to take the, I don't know what I want to take. Let's take the Morphe 433, and I'm going to start with this mustardy yellow shade. And I am going to pop this right in the crease area. That is pigmented, baby. And I think too, because like I said, I used a really light base, a little bit, and a lighter color, and it is showing up pretty good. We'll do the same thing for the other eye. Pop it right in the crease. And I'm using this brush because I don't want it to be blown out all over the eye area. I want it right in my crease area. This is placing really nice. Really nice. That yellow is popping. Yellow, mustard, whatever shade this is. Y'all know your girl is color blind. Color blind. So now I'm just packing a little bit more right in that crease so we can build it up just a little bit more. This is so pretty. It's like a gold yellow mixed together type shade. Yeah, I'm gonna apply a little more. Now you can use this on a tacky base if you would like. I just like using the set it base when I'm doing my makeup, especially in the mornings like this. And this is pretty much the only time I really film. I'm gonna start trying to do better for the weekends. But I like to use the powder because, you know, it works for me when it comes to blending these shades. So now I'm just patting right in that area before we blend it, making sure we got a good placement. So now we are gonna blend this baby. So now I'm gonna take the tip of this brush and lightly blend inwards, the edges. I'm not gonna really touch the crease area. You know, very gently, lightly blend, like I said, the edges in circular motion going towards the lid area. Y'all know I can screw up some words, but y'all get it. And I'm gonna lift my eye so I can make sure that this color is blended really well in this area so we can get rid of any harshness. And blend again. Now it is going up just a little bit, but it's not blown out too far up. So do the same thing for the other eye. Lightly blend. And I'm blending in the motions, in circular motions. This is like pretty. Okay, and doing my light motions again, lifting my eye so I can get right in that area right above the crease so it is blended seamless. And I'm doing light circular motions. That's all you have to do once you get it placed in the area you want it in. You can just blend out those edges. Especially if it's applied really smooth like this shade. So now I am going to go in with, we're going to use the same brush. Let's go in with the second shade. And it's like this orangey, deeper orange shade. And we're going to just, let's see, pack that right in the outer V and the center of the lid. Ooh, I like that. That's a nice little palette. I mean, these shadows, they're actually performing pretty good, especially to be this yellowish shade. And it's actually sticking pretty good. So I'm doing the same thing for the other eye, just packing it on the outer V and the center of the lid. And I'm using the tip of the brush to place it directly in the crease area. And I'm patting a little bit more. This is actually performing good. But we'll see when we start blending it what it does. This eyelash is like, I'm sorry guys, it's hanging like in my eye. And my lashes are not that long to be having these kind of problems with these things. I might need to go cut them off. They'll grow back. I'm going to take a little bit more of this orangish shade and just make sure it's coated really good. And I'm lightly packing a little bit more. Okay, so now we're going to blend again. Make sure the edges are blended. And I'm doing my light circular motions again. And I'm going to flick out the edges of the shadow that's sitting in the center of the lid. And I'm going to lightly diffuse the orange as well, because I don't want it to be patchy in that area either. So make sure you lightly, very lightly fluff. I'm lifting my eye, fluff that lid area. I'm going to very lightly flick it, and then lightly blend the actual crease area and the lid, the outer view of the lid. And so I'm going to continue to just make sure the crease area is blended. I feel like it's moving a little bit. Maybe I didn't have enough base, but we're not going to fight with this thing this morning because I have things to do. Now I'm going to take just a little bit more and apply it right back on top of that. Because I feel like this one, maybe it's because I applied this really thin layer of base on my eye, and you can just still see my freckles. So hopefully when I go ahead and apply the shimmers, we can work it out. Because if not, I'll be sitting here adding and get nowhere. Okay, so we're going to move on to the lids, baby. Okay, so my base booster. And we are going to apply the base booster over the lid and on some of the outer V. I think I got too much on my hand. I do. Ooh. We're going to make it do what it do, right? That's a lot. Maybe I'm going to need it with the way this yellow is performing. So I'm just going to lightly tap it. Right. I'm going to put it over the whole lid. How about that? So if I have to place this orange shade back on the lid, it'll have something to stick to, if that makes sense. So now I'm using the tip of my finger to place it right in the crease area. And you can tell it's really tacky now. And that's what you want when you're talking about shimmers and glitters and stuff like that. So the same thing for the other eye. I'm going to lightly place it. And most of it's in the center, going towards the inner corner. And then we're going to make sure we drag it to the outer V as well. This eye really sticky. And then I'm going to use my tip of my finger for the crease area. I said that kind of like wake it up and say it. Make sure you heard me loud. What they say for the people in the back? Did you hear me say it was really sticky? Really sticky. Okay, so make sure it's right in that crease area. So when we put some shimmers on here, it'll stick. Okay, perfect. I'm going to wipe these fingers off. So now I'm going to go in with, ooh, my eyes are sticky, wicky. Let's do a, I don't know. I'm going to take this little Anastasia brush. And I'm going to take the flat end. I don't know what we're going to do. But let's take the, well, that's the glitter. I don't want to do that one. Ooh, let's see. Which one's deeper? Let's take the first shimmer shade. I am going to see if we can apply this right in the outer V, close to the outer V. Ooh! Pretty! Man! Ooh, that is so pretty. And I'm going to drag this all the way to the outer V. Wow! That is a pretty. And I'm just flicking it. This is so pretty. Oh my God, that's a beautiful gold. I'm going to pack a little bit more. And I'm actually going to take this over to the center. And I'm doing my usual, my packing and patting out into like circular motion so I can diffuse it as I go. This is a beautiful, 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 beautiful gold. I'm just flicking it and flicking the edges. And right in that, I'm lifting my eye, and right in that crease area with the tip of the brush, I'm lightly placing it right in the crease. But this, that is pretty. You know what? This made up for these mattes, I'm telling you, because I feel like it's going to make the mattes look really, really, really good. Really, really good. Now, I think these mattes will perform great on a more wet base that's not set. Like I said, I either think I didn't do opaque enough base, or it should have been tacky altogether. So I'm going to continue to add, but this color here, oh my god, it's so pretty. So, so pretty. So I'm going to continue adding it and patting it in circular motions, which is diffusing it and using the tip to place it directly in the crease. This is like a beautiful, beautiful shade. That is a beautiful color. So I'll take a little bit more. Just double, making sure I apply it twice to make sure everything is coated in that area. That is, man, this color itself alone would have made me buy the palette if I would have saw it in the store, because when I purchased it online. Now, I haven't purchased from Juvias Place online ever since my little hiccup with them with that shipping thingy. I have been seeing some stuff on our one, especially when they have sales. I just hate, I went through that, and it kind of terrifies me to go through it again with them, because they have like some great, awesome products. And when you go on their website, that's what the sales are. You know, I get a lot of my stuff off brands' websites, because when you go to Ulta and stuff, man, they will get you for every penny you got. Now, I know some stuff be pretty reasonable when they have a sale, but for the most part, these brands are not on sale in these makeup stores. Okay, so I'm just continuing to blend, and right in that crease, I'm diffusing this outer V and the center. This is so pretty. So now I'm going to take the other side of the brush, and I'm going to take the green shade. You know what? Let's not do that. Yeah, let's do that. The third shade on the top row. And we're going to pack this right in the inner corner of the lid. And I think it's more like a topper. Let's see, I can just build it. So let's see. We're just going to overlap it with the gold shade. And I'm placing it right in that crease area. That is beautiful. Okay, doing the same thing for this eye. Pack it right in the inner corner and the crease area. I don't know why I'm used to just holding this palette up. I do this even when I'm not filming. I guess it's just easy for me to keep just looking down and picking it back up. It's like in my arm's reach. Okay, so now I'm going to just drag it across the crease area. I kind of feel like they're kind of looking alike, but you can see the difference in the two shades. So now I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of this gold, just to make sure it is overlapping that beautiful greenish, goldish shade. Because that's what it is, like a greenish, goldish shade. Like I said, I feel like it's a topper, but I still think it works perfect with that shade. So I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of this shade and pop it right back in the inner corner, going towards the center of the lid one more time, just to make sure I have enough shadow there. And I'm going to flick and pat the two shades together so it is blended with well. This is like so pretty, so pretty. And we're going to fix these harshness and wrap this baby up. And I'm just using the tip again just to make sure it's placed in my crease. And then we're going to flick the two together to make sure the harshness and both shades are connected. This is so pretty. So I'm going to take the other end of the brush and lightly blend the edges again in circular motions. The same thing for this. I feel like I lost some of the yellow, but it's okay. It's somewhere under there. And we can always stick it back on here once we get this thing blended. And I'm just blending upwards and in circular motions and back and forth windshield wiper motions. Just trying to get this harshness out of this orange shade. I'm liking it so far. I'm probably gonna use a deeper shade above my brow bone. I may have to go in with my Profusion palette because that's too light. I don't like that. Because this is blending, but it still looks harsh. And you know, because it's so light in that area. So I have to amp that baby up just a little bit. A tatty little bit. So I'm just still blending this edge first. And I'm lifting my eye to make sure I get this crease area blended really, really good. Perfect. And I'm just blending one more time. Now you cannot just not, it's never enough. You never can blend too much, if that makes sense, until you get it how you want it. And I know my makeup, my eyeshadows take the longest. This is the longest process in my makeup application. I just love me some eyeshadows. Love me some eyeshadows. And it's a process to do a lot of these looks, especially when you're talking about different colors and stuff like that. And you want it to look really, really good. You have to. It's a must that you take your time and blend. So now I'm going to go back in with the deep orange. And I'm going to pop it right back out here on this outer V so you can kind of still see it. And I'm just going to stamp it right in that crease area. And go over towards the inner corner. But I'm mainly placing it right in the outer V area and kind of blow it out a little bit. Because I don't want it to just not be there. Same thing for this eye. And this is okay because once we clean it, all of that's going to be cleaned up. So we're going to continue to pack it in that area and go over into the crease. Like I said, we're going to add a little deeper transition shade for that brow bone area. So I'm just going to stamp a little bit more. So now I'm going to wipe this brush off. Now I want to go in with this first shade. And I want to stamp it right in the inner corner area, but the crease from the inner corner going to the middle of the crease, if that makes sense. Add a little more color right there. I didn't want the orange going all the way over since we have this pretty gold pop. I figured this mustardy yellow shade will be perfect in this area. And y'all know when I put on some color like this, it's going to take me a minute to film this video. But But I hope you all are enjoying them. Even though I know they're so darn lengthy, I just be wanting y'all to see my full process. So I'm going to take this Morphe little pencil brush and lightly blend this orange into the shimmer shade. And make sure this crease is still blended. And I'm lifting my eye again. Same thing for the other eye. I want to make sure this orange is blending in well with this gold in the outer V. And make sure the edges, and I'm lifting my eye again. Make sure these edges are blended like really, really well. Okay, so I'm just flicking out the edges again. I promise y'all I'm about done. Okay. Okay, so I think that is beautiful. I like this. And I think that orange shade made it super, super pretty. So now I'm going to go back in with this Wet n Wild. Ooh, that lighting. And I'm going to use my tan palette this time, because I'm going to use your top shade. I want to deepen up this shade. This area. Y'all know I'd be like, ooh. And I just keep going, honey. So I'm just going to continue to pop it right in the area below the brow bone. And you can see the difference already in how it looks like it's actually blending together rather than this gap. So I'm gonna put a little bit more just because I want to make sure it's builded up really, really good. That is pretty together, baby. Same thing for the other eye. And stamping it. You want to make sure you stamp it really good first before you blend it. That way you have a nice good payoff and you're not blending it away. So I'm adding a little bit more because I want that little deepness too. I didn't think I wanted it first, but after applying the shade is more deeper and richer than I expected. So now we're going to blend it. And I think this is perfect. So now I'm blending that crease area. I like it. I like it. Same thing for this eye. Blend that area. Now we're gonna make sure this orange is diffused with this shade and blend. Perfect. Y'all know I can't sing right, but I like that so far. So we're gonna end this baby, honey, because I've been here way too long. So now I'm taking my wipe and apply some micellar water, and I'm just stamping it. Oh yeah, pretty, pretty, pretty. The same thing for the other eye. Just gonna stamp it. Well, we're gonna wipe it at and stamp it again. This is just breaking up the shadow and the fallout that's under my eye, so I don't have to just tug at it so hard and keep pulling at it. And you see how it cleans up like really, really nicely. Okay, so I need to do this one more time for this eye, especially the inner corner. This is so pretty. I love how it's coming together. So now I'm going to take this Morphe brush one more time. I'm not applying any shadow, just making sure my orange is blended. This is so, so pretty. So pretty. I think I've talked enough, placed enough. But this yellow is just like, you have to work with the yellow. And I'm seeing it now. But I do love, 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 love how it looks. So I'm going to finish the rest of my face, my norm, and I will be back to show you guys the finished look. See you guys in a bit. this is the finished look, and I love how this look came together. Now, like I said, the yellow and the orange was kind of a little on the not creamy side, but they still applied. They were still kind of like trying to get a little patchy, if that makes sense. But the shimmers pretty much brought it to life. It's really, 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 really pretty. I love, love, love this look. That gold is really pretty on my eyes. Now for my lower lash line, I went in with both of the matte shades. I used the deeper matte shade in the outer V all the way into the inner corner. And then I used the mustard shade from the inner corner and overlapped the center of the lower lash line. That's all I did for the lash line. And then for my inner corner highlight, I used the very last shade in the palette. And I popped it right in the corner and kind of blended it a little bit on that lower lash line. And then right up in the crease area. So that is pretty much all I did for this look. The rest of my face was my normal routine. I have a video posted down below if you're interested in my base. And that's pretty much it. I really, 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 really do love this eyeshadow palette. And there are not too many looks you can really probably do. The shades, they'll probably all look a little bit similar. Maybe not all the way, but a little bit similar. Only because all the shades are very similar, especially when you put them in your eyes. But I still do love it. If you have this palette, let me know your thoughts on it, because I absolutely love it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you have not done so already, comment, like, and subscribe to your channel. And become a part of my YouTube family here. See you guys in my next video.